Hello students, today we are going to solve IBPS Clerk Prelims Examination 12th December 2020. Let's start with the questions. A very best of luck to you all before moving. If you want to practice all the questions and many more entrance exam question papers, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Question 31. A pipe can fill a bucket in 3 hours, but due to a hole at the bottom, it takes 5 hours to fill the bucket. How much time will it take to empty the bucket if it was full? So let us consider a bucket. For your better understanding, I'm taking this example. Here, pipe is filling the bucket. So it takes 3 hours to fill the bucket. Right. So some work needs to be done to fill the bucket. Understood? So let this work done by the pipe be X joule. Right. So that means in 3 hours, X joule of work has been done to fill the bucket. Understood? So let X joule of work, let X joule be the work needs to be done to fill the bucket. To fill the bucket. That means to fill the bucket, this pipe has got some efficiency. Therefore, efficiency of pipe to fill the bucket is equal to, by the formula, efficiency is work done by time. Since work is efficiency into time, then efficiency is equal to work done by time. Here, work done by the pipe to fill the bucket is X joule, according to our assumption. Then time taken by the pipe to fill the bucket is 3 hours. Hence, efficiency of pipe to fill the bucket is X by 3 units, that is X by 3 joule per hour. Right? So, in the second case, so here, due to a hole at the bottom, pipe takes 5 hours to fill the bucket. So here, let us consider the same bucket. Let us consider the same bucket where there is a hole, right? Here in this case, the same pipe takes 5 hours to fill the bucket. Therefore, some work has been done, right? So in this case, also the same work needs to be done, but time taken by the pipe to fill the bucket is different, which is 5 hours. Because of that, efficiency of pipe also differs, right? Therefore, efficiency of pipe due to hole in the bucket, is equal to, again, work done divided by time. So according to our assumption, work needs to be done to fill the bucket is X joule divided by, here pipe takes 5 hours. Because of hole in the bucket, pipe takes 5 hours. Therefore, efficiency of pipe to fill the bucket due to hole in the bucket is X by 5 joule per hour. Right? So, let us consider one more. Here, in both the cases, we have considered efficiency to fill the bucket, right? So, here in the third case, efficiency of not pipe, efficiency of hole to empty the bucket. Is equal to, that means here in the second case, hole is leaking water, right? So its efficiency is, so if its efficiency to leak water in 1 hour. In 1 hour is equal to, so efficiency is always it is in terms of per hour or per time period, right? Therefore, efficiency of whole to empty the bucket in 1 hour is equal to, so here efficiency of pipe to fill the bucket minus efficiency of pipe due to hole in the bucket. Say for example, I'll consider the same bucket. Here in first case, 1/3 of the bucket is filled. In the second case, 1/5 of the bucket is filled because pipe has got different efficiency. The same pipe has got different efficiency. So in the first case, 1/3 of the bucket is filled, and in the second case, 1/5 of the bucket is filled. Therefore, efficiency is different. So efficiency of the hole in the bucket, that is to empty the bucket in 1 hour, is equal to, so here it is x by 3 efficiency of pipe in first case minus efficiency of pipe in second case, right? Which is equal to, here 15 is the LCM, 5x minus 3x, which is 2x by 15. So this is efficiency of hole to empty the bucket in 1 hour. So that means in 1 hour, that means the hole empties the bucket. The portion is this much, right? Therefore, to empty the whole bucket, how much time it takes? Therefore, time taken by the hole to empty the whole bucket or bucket full of water, right? To empty the whole bucket of water is equal to, so here time is, so what is work done to empty the bucket? According to our assumption, here x joule of work needs to be done to fill the bucket. Same amount of work needs to be done to empty the bucket also. Therefore, so work done to empty the bucket, the total work done to empty the bucket divided by, so efficiency of hole to empty the bucket in 1 hour. In 1 hour, right? So total work needs to be done is x joule. Efficiency of hole to empty the bucket in 1 hour is 2x by 15, which is equal to 15x by 2x, which is 7.5 hours. So for your better understanding, I'll consider, so here work done to empty the bucket. Say for example, so total work done to empty the bucket is 15 joule, and a hole can empty the bucket in 1 hour. So here 2 joule per hour, right? So work needs to be done to empty the whole bucket is 15 joule, and efficiency of hole per hour is 2 joule per hour, right? Then time taken by the hole to empty the whole bucket full of water is 7.5 hours, right? Because time is work done by efficiency, right? Therefore, the answer is 7.5 hours.
Question 32. Income of A and B is 5,000 rupees and 3,000 rupees respectively. The value of their expenditure is the same and the ratio of their savings is 5:1. What will be the expenditure of A? Here, income of A and B are given and expenditure is same for both A and B, right? So when income and expenditures are given, expenditures are given here, ratio of their savings is 5:1. So we have to find the savings of both A and B first, and the ratio is given, right? We have to compare the savings, then we can find the expenditure of A. So by using the formula, savings is equal to income minus expenditure, right? So here it is given that value of their expenditure is the same. So let us assume that expenditure is X rupees. Let X rupees be the expenditure of both A and B, right? And income is given. So 5,000 rupees and 3,000 rupees, right? Therefore, savings of A, savings of A is equal to income minus expenditure. Using this formula, what is income of A? It is 5,000 rupees minus expenditure of A. So it is X, right? Whereas savings of B is equal to income. Income is 3,000 rupees minus expenditure is X. And also it is given that ratio of their savings is 5:1. Therefore, savings of A is to savings of B is equal to 5:1. Right? Or we can write savings of A divided by savings of B is equal to 5 divided by 1. Right? Therefore, what is savings of A? 5,000 minus X divided by 3,000 minus X is equal to 5 divided by 1. So by cross multiplication, 5,000 minus X is equal to 5 into 3,000 minus X. Simplify it. 5,000 minus X is equal to 15,000 minus 5X. So here minus X plus 5X is equal to 15,000 minus 5,000, which is 10,000, is equal to 4X. Therefore, X is 2,500. So 10,000 by 4. Therefore, what is X here? Expenditure of both A and B. Right? So, here what is asked in the question? So, what will be the expenditure of A? So, it is 2,500. Hence, option C. Question 33. Find the difference in simple interest and compound interest on an amount of rupees 32,000 at 20% per annum at the end of 3 years. Here, sum or principal is given, that is 32,000, and rate of interest, that is 20% is given, and time, that is 3 years is given. Using P, R, and T, we have to calculate simple interest. So we know the formula, that is I is equal to PTR by 100 for simple interest, right? Then we have to calculate compound interest. For compound interest, we need the value of amount, right? What is amount? Using the formula P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power of time. So then after calculating amount, we have to calculate compound interest, which is equal to amount minus principal. Amount minus principal. Right. So after getting the value of compound interest, we have to find the difference in simple interest and compound interest. Right. So let us solve solution. So let us find the simple interest value. So that is I is equal to PTR by 100. Here principal is 32,000 and the time is 3 years, and rate of interest is 20% by 100, right? Which is equal to, so 32 into 3 is 96, 320 into 3 is 960 into 20, right? Which is equal to 19,200 rupees. So here in this case, simple interest is 19,200 rupees. So next step. So for compound interest, we need the value of amount. So let us find the amount. Amount is equal to, by the formula, it is P into, so principal amount is 32,000 into 1 plus R by 100. Rate of interest is 20%. 1 plus 20 by 100 to the power of, time period is here, according to the question, it is 3 years, right? To the power of 3. Simplify it. 32,000 into 120 by 100 to the power of 3, which is equal to 32,000 into 120 into 120 into 120 to the power of 100 into 100 into 100, right? So here we can cancel 2 zeros, then 100, 3.2 is 320. So here we'll cancel the zeros first. So it becomes 3.2 into 12 into 12, which is 144 into 120. Right? So here we will get 55,296 as amount. Right? A is equal to 55,296. We can verify the value. 3.2 into 120. So 24. So we'll get 384.0. So 384 into 144. Right. So here we will get 55,296 rupees. So next step is for compound interest. Compound interest is principal amount minus principal, which is 55,296 minus, what is principal here? Sum, which is 32,000. 32,000, which is equal to 23,296 rupees. Therefore, compound interest is 23,296. So simple interest is 19,200. Already we have calculated by 1. So difference in simple interest and compound interest. So which is greater here? Compound interest. Therefore, compound interest minus simple interest is equal to 23,296 minus simple interest is 19,200. This value. 19,200, which is equal to 4,096. Right? 4,096. Yes. Therefore, difference is 4,096 rupees. Hence, option A. Question 34. The ratio of present ages of A, B, and C is 2:3:5. And the average present age of A and B is 25 years and that of B and C is 40 years. What will be the sum of their ages after 2 years? So here we have to find the present ages of A, B and C separately using the ratio, that is 2:3:5. So let the present age of A be 2x. Let us assume. So let the present age of A, B, and C be 2x, 3x, and 5x respectively. Right? Because their ages are in the ratio 2 is to 3 is to 5. Right? Therefore, so what is given here? So average present age of A and B is 25 years. So what is average here? So average means sum of their ages divided by 2. There are two persons, right? So in the next part, average present age of B and C is 40 years. So we can use this relation also. So that is 3x plus 5x by 2 is 40 years, right? Therefore, by question, average present age of A and B is equal to, so present age of A is 2x plus B is 3x divided by 2 gives average present age, which is equal to 25 years, right? 2x plus 3x divided by 2, right? And average present age of B and C is, so B is how much? 3x plus of C is 5x by 2 is 40 years. So using this relation also, we can find value of x, right? So any one equation we can use, either one or two. I'll go with equation 1. So here 5x is equal to 50, right? So 3x plus 2x is 5x. So 25 into 2 is 50. Therefore, x is equal to 10. So what are the present ages of A, B and C here? 2x, 3x and 5x, right? Therefore, present age of A is equal to 2x, which is 20 years, and that of B is 3x, which is 30 years, and that of C is 5x, which is 50 years. Right? So what is asked in the question? What will be sum of their ages after 2 years? So after 2 years, age of A becomes 20 plus 2, right? Therefore, age of A after 2 years becomes 20 plus 2, that is 22 years. And age of B after 2 years becomes 30 plus 2, which is 32 years. And that of C after 2 years, 50 plus 2, 52 years. Therefore, in the question, it is asked that sum of their ages after 2 years. Therefore, sum of their ages is equal to 22 plus 32 plus 52, which is 106 years. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Sum of their ages after 2 years is 106.
Question 35. A and B start a business with 50,000 rupees and 45,000 rupees. After 4 months, A withdrawn 15,000 and B invest 5,000 more. And C joined the business with 35,000 only for the next 4 months. If the total annual profit is 24,000 rupees, what will be the profit share of C? Here it is given that. So profit is calculated only for 1 year, that is annually, right? So the time period is 12 months here. In that 12 months, A has invested 50,000, right? 50,000 rupees for 4 months, right? So after 4 months, he has withdrawn 15,000. So after 4 months, the investment will be 50,000 minus 15,000 because he has withdrawn 15,000, right? So this amount for the remaining months. What is the remaining months? It is 8 months. Right. So in first 4 months, A's investment was 50,000. So after 4 months, A's investment was 35,000. Right. 50 minus 15, which is 35,000. Right. Whereas in case of B, his investment was 45,000. 45,000 for first 4 months. Right. After 4 months, here it is given that B invest 5,000 more. That is 45,000 plus 5,000 for the remaining 8 months. Right. So in case of C, C joined the business with 35,000 only for the next 4 months. That means his time period is only for 4 months. Therefore, investment of C is only 35,000 for 4 months. Right. Here, what is asked? What will be the profit share of C? So here, based on these values, that is investments and the time, we have to find the profit share of C. For that, we need profit ratio. Profit ratio. So to find profit ratio, we need the relationship of profit, investment, and time. Here, profit is proportional to investment and time. It is directly proportional to investment and time. Therefore, we can write profit is directly proportional to investment into time. Right? So, based on this relationship, we have to find profit ratio of all A, B, and C. How to find profit ratio? I'll explain later. So, let us start from the beginning. Let us start with the investment of A and time period, right? In which A has invested, right? So here, profit share of A is directly proportional to his investment and the time in which he has invested, right? So here, twice he has invested. In first 4 months, he has invested 50,000. After 4 months, he has withdrawn 15,000 from 50,000. Therefore, profit share of A is directly proportional to, so in first 4 months, it was 50,000 into 4 plus 35,000 into 8 months. In the remaining 8 months, he has invested 35,000, right? So, whereas profit share of B is proportional to, again, investment of B into time. So in the first 4 months, B has invested 45,000 into the time period is 4 months. And after 4 months, B invest, look at the question, B invest 5,000 more. So investment becomes 50,000, 45 plus 5, it is 50,000 into the remaining months is 8 months. Whereas profit share of C is proportional to. So here in the question it is given, C joined the business with 35,000 rupees only for the next 4 months. Here investment is 35,000 into time period is 4, right? So by combining these two, so we'll find ratio of profits of A, B, and C. A, B, and C is, so profit share of A, it is 50,000 into 4 plus 35,000 into 8. So since it is ratio, so here is to 45,000 into 4 plus 50,000 into 8 is to 35,000 into 4 months. So simplify it. So here 50,000 into 4 is 2 lakh plus 35,000 into 8. So which is equal to 2,80,000. Right? Is to 45,000 into 4. So which is 1,80,000. Right? Plus 50,000 into 8, which is 4 lakh. Is to 35,000 into 4. So which is, 1,40,000. This ratio is equal to 4,80,000 is to, again, 5,80,000. 5,80,000 is to 1,40,000. So we can simplify it. So when you divide each number by 2 lakh, we will get 24 is to 29 is to 7. Right? So the profit ratio of their profit is 24 is to 29 is to 7. So come back to the question. If the total annual profit is 24,000, therefore by question, total annual profit is 24,000. Right? So profit ratio is 24 into, from 24 is to 29 is to 7. Therefore, we can write 24x plus 29x plus 7x is equal to the total profit. Right? So 24 plus 29 plus 7 is 60. X is equal to 24,000. Therefore, x is equal to 24,000 by 60, which is 400. So what is asked? Profit share of C. So profit share of C is 7x. Therefore, profit share of C is equal to 7x, which is 7 into 400, 2,800 rupees. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 36. Students, here are question numbers from 36 to 40 based on the information given below. Here is the direction. Study the table carefully and answer the following questions. In a city, there are 5 parks. Actually, there are 6 parks given. A, B, C, D, E, and F. Right? Number of citizens of the city visit these parks on weekdays and weekends are given in the table. So here there are 3 tables. So first table is name of parks. A, B, C, D, E, and F are names of different parks. And in the second table, number of persons visited on weekdays are given, right? And in the third table, number of persons visited on weekends are given, right? So based on this information, question 36. Find the average number of people visiting parks E, F, and A on weekends. So here, people visited parks E, F, and A on weekends are, so people visited park A on weekend is equal to 210. Right? Whereas number of people visited the park E on weekend is 336, whereas number of people visited park F on weekend is 309. So we have to find the average number of people visiting these parks. So average number of people means total number of people divided by total number of park. So here total number of park is 3, right? So total number of people visited these 3 parks is equal to sum of 210, 336 and 309 divided by 3. Solve it. So 210 plus 336 plus 309 is 855 divided by 3. So which is 3 into 2 is 6. 285. So average number of people visiting parks E, F and A on weekends is 285. Right? Question 37. What will be the ratio of the number of people visiting parks A, C and D on weekdays and the number of people visiting parks A, B and F on weekends? So here on weekdays, number of people visited parks A, C and D is equal to number of people visited parks A, C and D on weekdays. So total number of people is equal to 122. So people visited park A plus 345 people visited park C and 195 people visited park D. So the sum is 665. So totally 665 people visited park A, C and D on weekdays, right? So here next is on weekend. So number of people visiting parks A, B and F. So parks A, B and F. So what is the total number of people visited? So people visited or number of people visited parks A, B and F on weekends. On weekends is equal to, so 210 people visited park A on weekend, and secondly 146 people visited park B and 309 people visited park F. So totally it is 665. Right? So here in the question it is asked to find the ratio of these people. So what will be the ratio of number of people visited, right, on weekdays to weekend here? Therefore required ratio is so on weekdays 665 people visited these three parks is to on a weekend 665 visited parks A, B and F. Therefore, the ratio is 1:1. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 38. Find the difference between the number of people visiting parks B, C, D and F on weekdays and the number of people visiting parks A, C, E and F on weekends. So on first, let us find the total number of people visiting parks B, C, D and F on weekdays, right? So number of people visiting B, C, D and F on weekdays is equal to, so on weekdays, to park B, C, D and F, right? So number is, let us find sum of these numbers, 227 plus 345 plus 195 plus 363. So totally there are 1130 people visited these four parks B, C, D and F on weekdays, right? So second part of the question, number of people visiting parks A, C, E and F, right? So number of people people visited parks A, C, E, and F on weekends. On weekends is equal to. So A, C, E, and F. On weekends, this column A, C, E, and F. So total number of people 210 plus 219, 210 plus 219 plus 336, 309, right? Plus 336 plus 309. So totally, yeah, there are 1074 people visited A, C, E, and F parks on weekends. So according to the question, we have to find the difference between number of people here. So the difference is required difference is required difference is 1130 minus 1074. So which is 56, right? So 56 is the difference between the number of people visiting B, C, D, and F parks on weekends and number of people visiting A, C, E, and F on weekends. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 39. Number of people visiting parks C and D on weekends is what percent more than the number of people visiting parks A and D on weekdays? So here, number of people visited park C and D on weekends. So on weekends, C and D, 219 and 227, right? Number of people visited park C and D on weekends is equal to 219 plus 227. It is 446, right? So whereas number of people visited park A and D on weekdays. So on weekdays, 125 people visited park A and 195 visited park D. So number of people visited park A and D on weekdays equal to 125 plus 195, which is 320. Here the question is, number of people visited C and D is what percent more than number of people visited A and D? So this number for 446 is what percent more than the number 320? So that percentage is nothing but the answer for the given question. So here difference is 446 minus 320, which is 446 minus 320, 126, right? And percentage of 126 over 320. That is required percentage is equal to so if 320 people visited parks A and D and more number of people visited park C and D is 126. That is 126 people have visited park C and D. That is 126 more people visited. Therefore 400, which is equal to 1260 by 32. So you can divide it directly. 1260 by 32. So 32 into 3. And 32 into 8, we'll check. or 9 can tell. Yeah. So it is 32 into 3, 96, 28 is the remainder. Therefore, 24 is that. So it is 39.3. So which is approximately equal to 39. Right. Therefore, number of people visited C and D is 39% more than number of people visited park A and D. Right? I'll repeat once again. Number of people visited park C and D is 39% more than number of people visited parks A and D. Therefore, the answer is option C, 39%. Question 40. Number of people visiting parks C, D, and F on weekends are what percentage of the number of people visiting parks B, C, and F on weekdays? So here on weekends, number of people visited park C, D, and F is equal to, so number of people visited C, D, and F, D, and F on weekends is equal to 219 plus 227 plus 309, which is equal to 755. Whereas second part is number of people visiting parks B, C, and F on weekdays. On weekdays, B, C, and F. Right? So number of people visited B, C, and F on weekdays. On weekdays is equal to 227 plus 345 plus 363, which is equal to 935, which is 935. So here we need to find people visited park C, D, and F. C, D, and F on weekends is what percentage of number of people visited parks B, C, and F. That is, number of people visit C, D, F, that is 755 is what percentage of 935, right? Therefore, required percentage is 755 is what percentage of 935? That is 755 divided by 935 into 100, right? Therefore, it is, so it is divisible by 5, 755 and 935. So let us simplify this fraction. 755 divided by 935. So 151 into 5, 755. So 187 into 5 is 935, right? Next is so we can directly 151 into 100, 187, right? So to 15,100, 187. So directly we can divide 15,100 by 187. So can check with 8, 7. You can check with 8. Yes. So 1496. Here 14 is the remainder, right? 140. So 80, 81 and 80 point something, right? 80 point something. So the required percentage is 80%, right? Therefore, the value 755, that is number of people visited park C, D, and F on weekends, is 80% the number of people visited park B, C, and F on weekdays. Therefore, option D is the right answer, right? Students, if you want to practice such type of questions and many more entrance exam question papers, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Question 41. What value should come in place of the question mark in the following question? Here is the question: 4 by 5 into 3 by 5 divided by 16 by 35 plus 4 by 5 is equal to. So we are following BODMAS rule here. That means if we have to remove the brackets first, then followed by of. That means whenever there is percentage or square root, root of, or cube of, right? Then followed by division, divided by, then multiplication, followed by addition and subtraction. So in the given question, we are removing the brackets here. So it is direct multiplication. 4 by 5 into 3 by 5. It is 12 by 25 divided by 16 by 35 plus 4 by 5 according to BODMAS. So after removing the brackets, then of, there is no square root of, or percentage. So next part is division. So here 12 by 25 divided by 16 by 35 becomes into 35 by 16, right? Plus 4 by 5. So 4 into 3, 4 into 4, 5 into 5, 5 into 7. So it becomes 7 into 3, that is 21 by 20 plus 4 by 5, right? Adding these two fractions, addition of fractions, we are taking LCM of 5 and 20. So here 20 is the LCM. So numerator becomes 21 plus. So here 5 into 4, hence 4 into 4. Therefore, 5 into 4 is 20 here, LCM. Therefore, 4 into 4 is 16, which is equal to 37 by 20. So we can still simplify because in the given options, answer is in the decimals. Therefore, it is 1 point. So 8. So 37 by 20. 17 is the remainder. 8 becomes 160. 85. 1.85. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 42. What will be the value of x in the given question? Here is the question: 1 by 3 cube into 2 by 3 cube into 2 integer 1 by 4 the whole square is equal to x by 18, right? So let us take LHS part first. Let us simplify. LHS is equal to 1 by 3 cube into 2 by 3 cube into 2 integer 1 by 4 the whole square is equal to. Again, we are using BODMAS rule. So let us remove the brackets part here. So while removing brackets, we have to convert this mixed fraction into an improper fraction. That is 2 integer 1 by 4 is 9 by 4. Therefore, 1 by 3 cube into 2 by 3 cube into 2 integer 1 by 4 is 9 by 4 the whole square, which is equal to 1 by 3 cube into 2 by 3 cube into 9 into 9 by 4 into 4, right? 9 by 5, 9 by 4 whole square. Therefore, so it is equal to 2 into 9 can be written as 3 square into 3 square whole divided by 3 cube into 3 cube into 4 into 4. 4 into 4, which is equal to, so here 3 square will get cancelled. The remaining thing is 3 into 3, 1 by 3 into 3, right? Into 2. In the denominator, it is 4 into 4. So you can cancel 1, 2, because 4 is equal to 2 into 2. So it becomes 2 into 4. This 2 will get cancelled, right? Therefore, so 1 by 9 into 8. So left hand side is equal to 1 by 9 into 8, which is equal to x by 18. Therefore, 1 by 9 into 8 is equal to 72 is equal to x by 18. Therefore, x is equal to 18 by 72, right? So which is equal to 1 by 4. Therefore, the value of x is 1 by 4, option A. Question 43. What value should come in place of question mark in the following question? Here is the question. 200 plus 13 into 7 minus 30 into 5 is equal to some number, the whole square. Let the number be x minus 3. So to solve this, we are using again BODMAS rule. Right, here B stands for brackets. We have to remove the brackets. There is no bracket to remove here, right? Then followed by off, though there is a square part, right? But the value of x is unknown here. So we are not going to solve this first, right? Next is followed by division, followed by multiplication. No division part. So we have to start with multiplication. 200 plus. So 13 into 7, 91 minus 30 into 5, 150 is equal to x square minus 3, right? So directly you can add 291 minus 150 plus 3 is equal to x square, right? So 291 minus 150 is 141 plus 3, right, is equal to x square. Therefore, x square is 144. Therefore, x is equal to 12. Right? Therefore, the answer is option B. X is equal to root of 144, which is 12. Question 44. What will come in place of question mark in the following equation? So the equation is 37.5% of 1600 minus some number here. So let the number be x is equal to 8 into 119 divided by 7. Again, we are using BODMAS rule. BODMAS rule. So we have to solve the brackets according to this rule. So there is no bracket here. Then we have to solve this off part. So there is of part, the 37.5% of 1600. So which is 37.5% means divided by 100 of 1600 into 1600 minus x is equal to 8 into 119 divided by 7. Solve this part. 16 into 37.5. So which is 600. 600 minus x is equal to, so in the RHS part, so solve this 119 divided by 7. That is 17. 8 into 17. 17 into 7 is 119, right? 600 minus x is equal to 136. Therefore, x is equal to 600 minus 136, which is equal to 464. Therefore, option E is the right answer. Question 45. What should come in place of question mark in the following question? Here is the question: 0.125 divided by 0.75 plus 0.2 divided by 0.15 plus 0.30 divided by 4.5 plus 0.2 divided by 0.06. So here there are 4 terms, first, second, third and fourth term, right? Each term is a fraction which has both numerator and denominators as decimals, right? So let us express these decimals into whole numbers. So let us multiply first term, that means both numerator and denominator, by 1000, so that we can convert 0.125 as 125, right? So here 0.125 into 1000 divided by 0.75 into 1000. So in any fraction, if you multiply both the numerator and denominator by a constant number, then there will not be any change in the value of the fraction, right? Therefore, second term. So here 0.15, we have to convert this 0.15 into a whole number, right? So for that, multiply both numerator and denominator by 100, so that both numerator and denominators will become whole numbers, plus 0.30 into 100 divided by 4.5 into 100 plus 0.2 into 100 0.06 into 100. So here number of places after the decimal point is 2 here in the last term. So here maximum number of place after the decimal point is 2 here. So multiply by 100, right? So here in the third term, maximum number of places after the decimal point is 2, which is in the numerator. So multiply both numerator and denominator by 100. And also in the second term, maximum number of place after the decimal point is 2, right? Therefore, multiply by 100. And here in the first term, maximum number of place after the decimal point is 125, that is 3 here in the numerator. So multiply numerator and denominator by 1000, right? So that we can easily convert these decimals into whole number. So here in the first term, 0.125 into 1000 becomes 125, whereas denominator 0.75 into 1000 becomes 750. Plus the second term 0.2 into 100. So it becomes 20 divided by 0.15 into 100 is 15. Plus 0.30 into 100 becomes 30 divided by 4.5 into 100 becomes, 45. 450, sorry, 450. Plus 0.2 into 100 becomes 20. Divided by 0.06 into 100 becomes 6, right? Which is equal to. So we have to simplify. So 125 by 750 becomes 1 by 6 plus 20 by 15 is 4 by 3, right? Plus, because 20 and 15 are divisible by 5, 30 by 450, 1 by 15 plus 20 by 6. You can leave as it is, otherwise you can still simplify. So divisible by 2, both the numerators and denominators, so it becomes 10 by 3. Therefore, addition of fractions, here LCM is 30. So 6 into 5 is 30. So 1 into 5 comes 5. Plus 3 into 10 is 30. So 4 into 10, which is 40. Plus 15 into 2 is 30. Hence 1 into 2, which is 2. Plus 3 into 10, 30. So 10 into 10, which is 100. Therefore, so 147, right, by 30. So look at the options. All options are in decimals. So let us express 147 by 30 as. So 30 into 4, 120. 27 is the remainder. So 30 into 9 is 270. Hence 4.9 is the answer. Therefore, look at the options. Option B is the right answer, right? Question 46. What should come in place of question mark in the following question? Here is the question. 27.5 divided by 0.075 plus a number. Let the number be x is equal to 367. We have to find the value of x here. So look at the first term. 27.5 divided by 0.075. Let us express these decimals in the fraction, right? So these decimals into whole numbers. So we will multiply both numerator and denominator by 1000. Because number of places after the decimal point in the denominator, here this is 0.075 is the denominator. Number of places after the decimal points is 3. Therefore, multiply by 1000, right? Plus x is equal to 367. So I will convert 27.5 into 275 when it is multiplied by 10. Then the remaining number is 100 here, right? So out of 1000. So here denominator becomes 75 plus x is equal to 367. So 275 divided by 75. So it can easily be divisible by 25. So that 25 into 11 is 275 by 3. 11 by 3 into 100 plus x is equal to 367. Therefore, x is equal to 367 minus 11 by 3 into 100. This is 1100 by 3. Therefore, 3 is the LCM. So 367 into 3. So which is 1101 minus 1100, which is 1 by 3. So value of x is 1 by 3. Therefore, look at the options. 1 by 3. Option A is the correct answer. Question 47. What value should come in place of question mark in the question? So question is 34% of 150 plus 150% of a number, let the number be x, is equal to 88.5. So here 34% of 150 is 34 by 100 into 150. Right? 34%. Percent means divided by 100 per 100. Right? Plus 150% means 150 by 100 into x is equal to 88.5. Right? So here 34 into 15. 34 into 15 is, I think, 510. 510 by 10 plus 15 by 10x is equal to 88.5. Right? So it is 51. So 15x by 10 is equal to 88.5 minus 51. So it is 88.5 minus 51 becomes 37.5. Therefore, 15 by 10 becomes 1 by 1.5. So x is equal to 37.5 divided by 1.5. Right? Which is equal to 25. Value of x is 25. Therefore, 150% of x, that is 150% of 25. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 48. What should come in place of question mark in the following question? So, x% of 400 plus 10 square is equal to 32 square. So, we have to find the value of x. Let the number be x. Let us write the question as x% of 400 plus 10 square is equal to 32 square. Right? X% of 400 means x by 100. Right? X by 100 into 400 plus 10 square is 100 is equal to 32 square. So here 4x is equal to 32 square minus 100. So where 32 square is 1024. 32 into 32 minus 100. Right? Which is 924. Therefore, x is equal to 924 divided by 4, which is 231. Therefore, value of x. So, 231% of 400 plus 10 square is equal to 32 square. Right? Hence, 231. Option E is the right answer. Question 49. What should come in place of question mark in the following question? Here is the question. Square root of 1296 plus cube root of 216 is equal to square root of 441 plus a number. Let the number be x. We have to find value of x here. So root of 1296 is 36. So you should know the value of squares and cubes of the numbers at least up to 30, right? Because you can easily solve for squares and cubes as well as square roots and cube roots, right? Therefore, if you don't know the value of 1296 square root, so you can use factorization method 1296. So it is easily divisible by 2. Start from the lowest factor, right? 2 into 6 is 12, 2 into 4 is 8, 2 into 8 is 16. Again, 2 3s are 2 2s are 2 4s are. So 2 into 1, 2 into 6, 2 into 2. Again, 2 into 81. Then 2 into 27. 3 into 27. Then 3 into 9, 3 into 3 is 9, 3 into 1 is 3. So solving for cube roots, right? Then 1296 root is equal to root of 1296 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 3, right? Therefore, is equal to 2 into 2, 4 into 3, 12 into 3, 36. So 36 is the square root of 1296. Whereas cube root of 216 is 6. If you want, I'll explain. 216 divided by the lowest factor is again 2, right? So 2 into 108 is 216. Again 2 into 54, 2 into 27, 3 into 9, 3 into 3 is 9, whereas 3 into 1 is 3. So here we are finding cube roots. So cube root of 216 is equal to. So make these factors as group of 3 numbers, right? Here you can write cube root of 216 as 2 into 3. That is 2 is repeated 3 times as well as 3 is repeated 3 times, right? Therefore, it is 6. Otherwise, again, you can write root of 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3, right? Which is cube root. Since it is cube root, we'll take out this 2. Since 2 is repeated 3 times, so it is 2. 2 is taken out. Then remaining is cube root of 3 into 3 into 3, which is 3. Therefore, it is 6, right? Therefore, cube root of 216 is 6 is equal to 441 is 21. Square root of 441 is 21 plus x, right? You can find square root of 441 using factorization method. Therefore, 42 minus 21 is x. Therefore, x is 21, right? Hence, option A is the right answer. Question 50. What should come in place of question mark in the following question? Here the question is 9 square plus 12 cube divided by some number. It's a square. Let the number be x is equal to 129. So we have to find the value of x, not x square. We have to find value of x here. So here 9 square is 81. 9 square is equal to 81. Whereas 12 cube. So what is cube of 12? 12 cube is 12 into 12 into 12. Right? 12 square is 144 into 12 is 1728. Right? 1728 divided by x square is equal to 129. Right? Students, here we are using board mass rule. Board mass, there is no bracket. Then comes off part. So here square of 9, cube of 12. So we have solved that part. Next comes division part. So here 81 plus 1728 by x square. Here let us consider this part 1728 divided by x square. 28 divided by x square is equal to 129 minus 81. So 129 minus 81 is, it is 48, right? Therefore, x square is 1728 divided by 48, which is equal to 1728 divided by 48 is 36. You can check the answer. So 48, 1728 divided by 48 So 48 into 3, 144. Here 28 is the remainder, whereas 48 into 6, which is 288, right? Therefore 36 is x square. Therefore x is equal to root of 36, which is 6, right? Therefore option A is the answer. Question 51. Two boats P and Q travel downstream from A to B. The ratio of time taken to cover the distance from A to B by both boat is 4:5. If speed of boat Q is 34 km per hour and speed of stream is 6 km per hour, what will be the speed of boat P when it travels from B to A? So let us consider a stream where two boats are traveling, boat P and boat Q, right, from the point A to B, where speed of the stream is given, which is 6 km per hour, speed of the stream, right? Speed of boat Q is given, which is 34 km per hour. Right? So here we have to find speed of boat P, speed of this boat, right? Since both the boats are traveling downstream, their speed is equal to their individual speed plus speed of the stream. Let us solve step by step. So here we need to find speed of boat P. Let us assume speed of boat P is x km per hour. So let speed of boat P is equal to x km per hour, right? And speed of Q is given, speed of Q is given, which is 34 km per hour, whereas speed of the stream is given 6 km per hour. It is given that the ratio of time taken to cover distance from A to B by both boats is 4:5. So students, here we know that time and speed are related as, here time is equal to, we know that time is equal to distance by speed, right? Distance by speed. That is, time is inversely proportional to speed. Here, the ratio of time taken by boat P is to boat Q. Time taken by boat Q is 4:5. Right? I'll write here. Time taken by boat P is to time taken by boat Q is equal to 4:5. Since speed is inversely proportional to time, then we can say speed of P, boat P, is to speed of boat Q is 5:4. Right? Then, because they are inversely proportional, right? Therefore, so time taken by P is to time taken by Q is given that 4:5. Therefore, speed of boat P is to speed of boat Q is equal to 5:4, because time and speed are inversely proportional, right? So let us find speed of P here. So what is speed of boat P? So let us assume speed of boat P is x km per hour, right? Since boat is traveling downstream, so along with its speed, it has got speed of the stream also, right? Therefore, speed of P becomes, what is the speed? According to our assumption, it is x km per hour plus the speed of stream. which is 6 km per hour. Speed of stream is to speed of Q is given already. It is 34 km per hour. Since boat Q is traveling downstream, we have to add speed of the stream also, which is 6 km per hour. For your better understanding, I'll write speed of stream. Speed of stream is equal to 5:4, right? Substitute the value x plus 6 is to 34 plus 6 is equal to 5:4. Then find the value of x here, x plus 6. So when it is the ratio, we have to divide the number. X plus 6 divided by 40 is equal to 5/4. Therefore, x plus 6 is equal to 5/4 into 40, which is 50. X plus 6 is equal to 50. Therefore, x is equal to 50 minus 6, which is 44. So, which is speed of boat P. Boat P. So, it is asked in the question, what will be the speed of boat when it travels from B to A? B to A means upstream, right? Therefore, speed of P, speed of boat P when it travels upstream. Upstream, that is from B to A, is equal to. So from calculation, we have got 44 as speed of boat P. Since it is traveling upstream, so we have to subtract the value of speed of the stream because it is moving in opposite direction of the stream. Therefore, minus 44 minus speed of stream. Because in this case, boat is traveling from B to A, that is from traveling in the opposite direction of the stream. Therefore, 44 minus 6, which is 38 km per hour. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Students, if you want to practice such type of questions and many more entrance exam question papers, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. Examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Question 52. The probability of passing an examination for A and B are 0.7 and 0.8 respectively. Find the probability that at least one of them pass the examination. Here it is given that probability that A pass in examination is 0.7. Probability that B pass in examination is 0.8. That means out of one, here probability that A pass in examination is 0.7. Therefore, probability that A fail in examination is probability that A fail in examination. Fail in examination is equal to 1 minus probability that A pass in examination. That is 0.7, which is 0.3. 0.3 is the probability that A fail in exam. And also probability that B fail in exam. That B fail in exam. So that is out of 1. So 0.8 that B pass in exam. So probability that B fail in exam is 0.2. Right. So here we need to find the probability that at least one of them pass the examination. So therefore, probability that at least one of them pass in the exam is equal to, out of 1, here 0.3 into 0.2 is probability that A and B fail in exam. Therefore, so which is 1 minus 0.06. So this is 0.94 is the probability that at least one of them pass in the exam. Therefore, 0.94, option C is the right answer. Question 53. The selling price of A is 25% less than the selling price of B. Both of them earns profit of 20% and B earns profit of 160 rupees. What is the cost price of A? Here the given data is selling price of A is 25% less than selling price of B. SP of B, and both of them earn same profit, that is 20%. So profit percentage of A is equal to profit percentage of B, which is 20%, and profit of A is not percentage, profit of B is 160 rupees. Right? These are the given data. Students, we are using two formulae here. One is of profit. Here profit based on selling price and cost price. Profit can be calculated as selling price minus cost price. Selling price minus cost price. So let us consider this as first formula. So second is profit percentage. Profit percentage is equal to, again based on SP and CP, that is selling price and cost price. So profit percentage is selling price minus cost price divided by cost price into 100. That means for some value of cost price, so profit is this much, that is SP minus CP, therefore for 100. So let us consider this as second formula. Right. Here it is given that selling price of A is 25% less than selling price of B. So let us assume selling price of B is 100x. So calculation. So in one part, I'll consider B's prices. So other part, I'll consider A's profit, cost price, and selling price. So all the data. Here, according to the given question, selling price of A is 25% less than selling price of B. So let 100x be selling price of B. So if 100x is selling price of B, so then selling price of A becomes, so it is 25% less than selling price of B. So it becomes 100x, which is selling price of B, minus 25% of 100x. Are you getting? So here 100x minus 25 by 100 into 100x. Here 100x is common. So 75 by 100 into 100x. So selling price of A is 75x. Right? So an important relation here. Selling price of A is 75 into x. So according to our assumption, 100x be selling price of B. Then profit of B. I'll make two parts here. Therefore, profit of B is equal to, according to the formula, profit is selling price minus cost price. Selling price of B minus cost price of B. right? So what is selling price of B? So according to the question, so here both of them earns a profit of 20%. That means, so if 100 rupees is the cost price, then selling price be 120 rupees. That means they earn profit of 20%. Therefore, profit of B is selling price minus cost price. Here selling price is 120% of cost price minus cost price. I'll repeat once again. Here B gains 20% of profit. Therefore, selling price will be 120% of cost price. Therefore, profit of B. So, by the given data, profit of B is 160 rupees. Therefore, 160 is equal to 120% of CP means 120 by 100 into cost price minus cost price of B. With respect to B, we are calculating, right? Therefore, simplify it. Here, we can take cost price of B as common. So, 120 by 100 minus 1. Here, cost price into 12 by 10 minus 1. So, let us take 10 as LCM here. 160 is equal to cost price into here 2 by 10 or 1 by 5. Therefore, cost price is equal to 160 into 10 by 2. Therefore, it is 800. 800 rupees. Therefore, cost price of B is equal to 800 rupees. So, if cost price is 800 rupees, what is selling price of B? Here, so both of them earns profit of 20%. Therefore, selling price of B is equal to, if 100 rupees is the cost price, selling price will be 120 rupees because B earns 20% profit, right? Therefore, if 800 rupees is the cost price, selling price will be 960 rupees. Selling price of B is 960 rupees. So what is selling price of B according to our assumption? So let 100x be selling price of B, right? Therefore, we can equate 100x to 960 rupees. Therefore, x is equal to 9.6, right? So depending upon the value of x, so let us find profit of A, right? So here, this part, in A's part, here, profit percentage of A is given. Percentage of A is equal to, right? So according to the formula, profit percentage is SP minus CP by CP into 100. So SP minus CP, selling price minus cost price divided by cost price into 100. What is selling price of A? Here, selling price of A is, yes, this relation 75x minus. So, cost price of A, CP, whole divided by cost price into 100. So, what is profit percentage of A? It is 20, right? 20. Therefore, simplify it. So, we'll take this 100 to the LHS part. 20 by 100 is equal to 75x minus CP whole divided by CP. Therefore, 1 by 5 into CP is equal to 75x minus CP. Right? Therefore, what is the value of x here? CP by 5 is equal to 75 into X is 9.6 minus CP. So 75 into 9.6 is 720 minus CP. Right? Therefore, CP is equal to 720 into 5 minus 5 CP. So therefore, 6 CP is equal to 720 into 5 is, so it is, so you can leave as it is. Later you can simplify. 720 into 5. Therefore, cost price of A is 720 by 6 into 5. So it is 120 into 5, which is 600 rupees. 600 rupees is cost price of A. Price of A. Therefore, option C is the right answer. I'll repeat once again. Here, selling price of A in the question, selling price of A is 25% less than selling price of B. Therefore, we assume 100x selling price of B, then selling price of A becomes 75x because it is 25% less than B. So then profit of B, by the formula it is selling price minus cost price. So selling price of B is, since B earns 20% profit, therefore selling price becomes 120% of cost price minus cost price. Therefore, profit of B is given 160 is equal to the value. Therefore, cost price after simplification, cost price of B will be 800 rupees depending upon the cost price. So based on this value, selling price of B. So it is 120% of cost price. Therefore, it is 960 rupees. So which is selling price of B. So according to our assumption, 100x is the selling price of B. Therefore, we can equate 100x to 960. So x becomes 9.6. Come to the side of A. Here selling price of A is 75x. Based on the selling price, we calculate profit percentage of A is equal to selling price minus cost price into 100 by cost price. So simplify and substitute the value of x. We get, so here cost price of A as 600 rupees. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 54. A train moving with the speed of 25 meters per second crosses a platform which is 1/3 of its length in 20 seconds. What would be the length of the train? So let us consider a train, moving train, whose speed is 25 meters per second, and platform, so of length. So length of the platform is 1/3 of length of the train, and train crosses the platform in 20 seconds. Right? So we need to find length of the train here. So let us assume length of the train be 3x meters. So let length of the train be, length of the train is equal to 3x meter. So it is given that length of the platform is 1/3 of length of the train. Therefore, length of the platform is 1/3 of length of train, which is x meter. Right? So here, when train crosses the platform, it covers the distance is equal to length of the platform plus length of the train. Right? When the train crosses the platform, right? Therefore, total distance covered by train total distance covered by train is equal to length of the train plus length of the platform. Length of the platform. That means it has to cover the platform. At the same time, train has to cover its whole body, right? Therefore, it is total distance is length of the train plus length of the platform. So it is 3x plus x, which is 4x, which is the distance covered by train. So we know that distance is speed into time, right? So here distance is equal to speed into time. So total distance covered by train is 4x, which is equal to, given that speed of the train is 25 meter per second, so time taken by it is 20 seconds. Therefore, speed is 25 into time is 20. So 4x is equal to 500. So x is equal to 500 by 4, which is 125, right? So here we need to find the length of the train. According to our assumption, length of the train be 3x meter, right? Therefore, length of the train is equal to 3x, which is 3 into 125, 375 meters. Therefore, option E is the right answer. Question 55. If the product of height and base of a triangle is 5 by 14 of square of radius of a circle, then what will be the ratio of area of circle to area of triangle? So let us consider a circle. Let R be the radius of the circle and a triangle. So B be the base of the triangle and H be the height of the triangle, right? So it is given that product of height and base. So H into B is equal to 5 by 14 of 5 by 14 into square of radius of circle, R square, right? So here we need to find ratio of area of circle to area of triangle. So we know that area of circle is equal to area of circle is equal to pi r square, and area of triangle is half into base into height, right? So we need to find ratio of these two, area of circle to area of triangle. Therefore, area of circle is to area of triangle. Otherwise, we can take area of circle divided by area of triangle is equal to pi r square divided by half into base into height, right? It is given that base into height is 5 by 14 into r square. So here pi is 22 by 7 into r square divided by half into base into height is 5 by 14 into r square. Here r square will get cancelled. So 22 by 7 into 5. So here 14 into 2 is 28. It goes to the numerator. So 22 into 28 by 7 into 5. So 7 into 4 is 28. So it is equal to 88 by 5. Therefore, LHS part, area of circle to area of triangle ratio. Area of circle is to area of triangle. Area of triangle is equal to 88 is to 5. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 56. What will come in the place of question mark in the following series? So the following series has numbers 4, 7, 11, 23 and 62. So we have to find the next number. Let the number be x. So here the difference between first two numbers. So difference between 4 and 7 is 3. And difference between second and third number, 7 and 11, difference is 4. Whereas between 11 and 23, the difference is 12, right? Whereas 23 and 62, difference is 39, right? So look at 3 and 4, difference is. So this difference becomes difference of differences. Difference of differences. So difference between 3 and 4 is 1, whereas difference of 4 and 12 is 8, whereas difference between 12 and 39 is, 27 is the difference. So look at these differences, 1, 8 and 27. These are cube numbers, 1 cube, 2 cube and cube of 3. Therefore, next difference of differences should be 4 cube. What is 4 cube? So it is 64. So if the difference of difference is 64, next difference will be, what is the value here? So it is 39 plus 64, right? What is 39 plus 64? It is 103. So 103 is the difference between 62 and x, right? Therefore, the value of x is 103 plus 62, which is 165. Therefore, value of x is 165. Hence, option A is the right answer. So, if x is 165, then difference between 62 and 165 is 103. And in the next step, the difference between 39 and 103 is 64, which is cube of 4. Therefore, yes, the condition is satisfied. Therefore, 165 is the right answer. Question 57. What should come in place of the question mark in the following number series? So here the first number is 480. 480. So when it is divided by 2, we get second number, that is 240. When 240 is divided by 2, we get third number, which is 120. When again 120 is divided by 2, we get the next number, which is 60. When 60 is divided by 2, we get next number, which is 30. Therefore, the next number is 30 divided by 2, which is 15. Hence, option D is the right answer. Question 58. What will come in the place of question mark in the following series? So, series has the numbers 0.5. So, 0.5 is the first number. When it is multiplied by 2, we get the second number, that is 1. When the second number is multiplied by 3, we get third number, which is 3. When third number is multiplied by 4, we get next number, which is fourth number, which is 12. When 12 is multiplied by 5, we get next number, which is 60. Therefore, to get the next number, 60 should be multiplied by, yes, next number is 6. Therefore, it is 360. Therefore, the number is 360. Hence, option D. Question 59. What will come in place of the question mark in the following number series? So, numbers in the series are 1, 4, 9, 16, 27. We have to find the next number. Let it be x. So, here look at first two numbers. The difference is, so second number minus first number is 4 minus 1 is 3. So, 3 is a prime number here, right? Whereas third number, 9 minus 4, which is second number, is equal to 5 is a prime number. Whereas fourth number 16 minus 9 is equal to 7, again a prime number, right? Next number is 27 minus 16 is equal to 11, again a prime number. So look at these numbers 3, 5, 7 and 11. These are all consecutive prime numbers. They are all consecutive prime numbers, right? Therefore, next consecutive prime number to 11 is 13, right? Therefore, some number after 27, some number minus 27 is equal to 13. X minus 27 is equal to 13. Therefore, X is equal to 13 plus 27, which is equal to 40. Therefore, the number is 40. Option D. Right? Therefore, if number is 40, the difference will be 13. Right? Consecutive prime number to 11. Right? Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 60. What will come in place of question mark in the following number series? So the series has numbers 3, 19, 96, 385, 1156. So we have to find the next number. Let the number be X. So look at first two numbers. Here 19 minus 3 is 16. 16 into 6 is equal to 96, which is third number. Here, second number 19 minus first number is 16. Second number minus first number into 6 is third number. Whereas third number minus second number 96 minus 19 is equal to, which is, 86, 77. 77 is the difference into 5. One number before 6, right? So it is 5 is equal to 385, which is fourth number, right? So apply the same rule. Fourth number 385 minus third number, which is 96, is equal to 385 minus 96 is 289, right? 289 into the number is 4. One number less than the previous number, that is 5 minus 1 is 4, is equal to 289 into 4 is 1156, which is fifth number, right? And the fifth number 1156 minus 385 is equal to. So what is the difference here? 15 minus 8 is 7, and 777 into the next number, that is previous number to 4 is 3. 779 into 3 is equal to 2313, right? Therefore, the value of X is 2313. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Students, questions from 61 to 65 are based on the below information. Here, the direction is study the following information carefully and answer the given questions. Given below line graph shows number of different models of car sale by company X in the year 2001 and 2005. So here is a graph, students. Here X-axis represents different car models. Model A, Model B, C, D and E. Whereas Y-axis represents number of cars sold, right? Where the dots here, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 dots. These dots represent number of cars sold in the year 2001. Whereas line joining these dots, right? These dots, they represent number of cars sold in the year 2005, right? So let us represent these data in the form of a table in which first column represents car models. There are 5 models A, B, C, D, and E. C, D, and E. And cars sold in the year 2001 and number of cars sold in the year 2005. Right? Look at the dots. Model A model car, number of cars sold in the year 2001 of model A is 40. Whereas model B, there are 30 cars were sold. Right? Model B cars. Model C cars, total number of cars sold is 50. Whereas in 2001, model D cars sold is 20 in number, whereas model E cars is 60. Right? So in 2005, right? Line joining the dots. Here, model A cars. What is the number of model A cars sold? Which is 80. Model B cars sold is 60. Model C cars sold. So what is number of model C cars sold? 70. Whereas model D cars is 50. And E cars is, it is 90. Right? So these are the numbers of the respective models. Number of cars sold in the year 2001 and 2005. Here the question is, total number of car sale from model A and C in the year 2001 is what percent less than the total number of car sale from model A and C in the year 2005. So let us write the number of cars sold in the year 2001, right, from model A and C. So model A and C, 40 and 50 in the year 2001. Therefore, number of model A and C cars sold in 2001 is equal to 40 plus 50. There are 90 cars were sold in 2001, right? And the second part is, so total number of cars sale from model A and C in 2005, right? So car sale from model A and C in 2005. What is the number? So here in 2005, model A, so 80 cars were sold. Model C, 70 cars were sold. So it is 80 plus 70 number of cars were sold. It is 150. So the question is, so what percent less than the total number of car sale from model A and C in 2005? Therefore here, so compare the sale 90 and 150. So more number of cars were sold in 2005 compared to 2001. So we have to find the percentage value, the less value, right? Therefore, so we can say 60 cars were sold less in number in 2001, right? Therefore, number of cars sold less in number in 2001 is equal to 150 minus 90, which is 60. That means 60 less cars were sold in 2001. Therefore, required percentage. Percentage value is equal to, that means compared to 2005, we are finding the percentage. Therefore, 150. For 150, less value is 60. You're getting? Therefore, for 100. Right? With respect to the year 2005, we are finding the percentage value. Therefore, for 150 number of cars, less cars are 60. Therefore, for 100, it is, 60 by 3 into 2. Therefore, 120 by 3, it is 40%. Therefore, 40% less cars were sold in the year 2001 compared to 2005. 40% less cars were sold in 2001. Therefore, the answer is option C, 40%. Question 62. Find the ratio of total number of cars sold by company X in the year 2001 to total number of cars sold in the year 2005 by company X. So students, here we have to find total number of cars sold in each year separately. Then we have to find the ratio, right? So let us write total number of cars sold in 2001 is equal to, so add all these values in 2001, 40 plus 30 plus 50 plus 20 plus 60, which is equal to 200, right? And total number of cars sold in 2000, 5. Total number of cars sold in 2005 is equal to, it is 80, 60, 70, 50, 90. 80, 60, 70, 50 and 90, which is equal to 350, right? So we have to find the ratio. Therefore, required ratio is equal to number of cars sold in 2001 is 200 is to 350. Number of cars sold in 2005. Therefore, it is 4:7 because 200 and 350 are divisible by 50. So 50 into 4 is 200. 50 into 7 is 350. Therefore, it is 4:7. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 63. Find the difference between sales of model A in the year 2001 and sale of model B in 2005. So students, sale of model A in 2001 is 40, whereas sale of model B in 2005 is 60. So the difference is 20. Therefore, sale of model A in 2001 is 40 and sale of model B in 2005 is 60. Therefore, the difference is 60 minus 40, which is 20. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 64. Find the ratio of total numbers car sale from model B in the year 2001 and 2005 to the total numbers car sale from model C in the year 2001 and 2005. So here model B sale, car model B sale in 2001 and 2005 is 30 plus 60, whereas model C sale in 2001 is 50 plus 70 in 2005. 5, which is 120. We have to find the ratio of their sale, right? Therefore, total number of model C, let us take model B first. Total number of model B cars sold in 2001 and 2005 is equal to, so 30 cars were sold in 2001 and 60 cars were sold in 2005. So the total number is 90, whereas total number of model C cars sold in 2001 and 2005. So which is equal to, so in 2001, 50 cars were sold. 2005, 70 cars were sold. So it is 120. So we have to find the ratio of their numbers. Therefore, required ratio is equal to 90 is to 120, which is 3 is to 4. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 65. In the year 2006, sales of cars of model C increased by 20% with respect to the previous year. Sales of the same model in the year 2007 are 7 by 4 times of the previous year. Find the number of cars in model C sold by company X in the year 2007. So here in 2005, number of cars sold from model C is 70. So according to the question in 2006, so that means in the next year, 2006, so sales of cars of model C increased by 20%. So in 2007, so number of cars sold will be 7 by 4 times of the previous year. That means 7 by 4 times number of cars sold in 2006. So let us find number of cars sold in 2006 from model C. Only from model C we are finding. So number of cars sold in 2005. That means from model C it is. From model C. Only from model C, number of cars sold in 2005 is, it is given that 70, right? Therefore, by question, in 2006, sale of the car from model C, that is from model C, it is from question, it is increased by 120%. So it becomes 120% of 70, right? 120% of the previous sale, right? Therefore, it is 120 by 100 into 70, which is 84, right? So next part is in 2007, so number of cars sold will be 7 by 4 times the sale of previous year. Therefore, in 2007, sale of the car of model C is 7 by 4 times car sale. That is previous year car sale is 84, which is equal to, so 4 into 21. So 21 into 7 is 147. Therefore, number of cars sold in 2007 from model C is 147. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Students, questions from 66 to 70 are based on the below information. Here the direction is: study the given information carefully and answer the questions followed by it. 7 persons A, B, C, D, E, F and G go on a vacation on different days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, not necessarily in the same order. Here, one person goes between G and C. A goes on one of the days before C, G goes on Friday, D goes on the second day of the week, and 3 persons go between D and F. B does not go on Monday or Thursday. The number of persons going after C is equal to number of persons going before G. Then, if all the persons go to vacation in alphabetical order starting from Monday, position of how many persons would not change. So let us start this problem. So here, so in one column, I'll consider days starting from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday. So according to the given information, here 7 persons go on a vacation. So here in the next column, I'll take persons. So let us consider point by point. Here I'll consider first point as G goes on Friday. So first point as G goes on Friday. So on Friday, G goes on. And second point is D goes on the second day of the week. So D goes on second day of the week is Tuesday. So D goes on Tuesday. And next, so here one person goes between G and C. So we don't know on which day C goes. So let us move further here. 3 persons go between D and F. So 3 persons go between D and F. Therefore, F goes on Saturday. So 3 persons between D and F. Therefore, F goes on Saturday. And B does not go on Monday or Thursday. So there is Monday and Thursday, where B does not go on Monday and Thursday. Before that, we'll consider this point. Here, A goes on one of the days before C. Before C, A goes on one of the days. And here, I'll consider C goes on Wednesday. Right? Then A goes on Monday. Right? And B does not go on here Monday or Thursday. Therefore, B goes on Sunday. So I'll consider fourth point as B does not, or B goes on Sunday. And fifth point is here C on Wednesday and A on Monday. A on Monday. And the last point is number of persons going after C is equal to number of persons going before G. So number of persons going after C is 1, 2, 3, 4. Before G, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. You may ask, why can't C go on Thursday? So that A goes on either on Wednesday or on Monday. Right? So if C goes on Thursday, what happens? Number of persons here according to the given number of persons going after C will be 3 and before G is 4. So 3 is not equal to 4, right? Number of persons going after C will not be equal to number of persons before G. If C goes on Thursday, therefore C goes on Wednesday and A goes on Monday, because it is given that A goes on one of the days before C, right? Therefore, A on Monday and the remaining person is E here on Thursday, right? Because B does not go on Monday or Thursday, therefore B has to go on Sunday and E has to go on Thursday, right? So the question is, question 66. If all the persons go on vacation in alphabetical order, starting from Monday, position of how many persons would not change? Here, if all persons go on vacation in alphabetical order, instead of A, D, C, E, G, F, B, if all persons go like A on Monday, B on Tuesday, C on Wednesday, D on Thursday, E on Friday, F on Saturday, and G on Sunday, then how many persons would not change? Position of how many persons would not change? Position of A would not change, C would not change, and F would not change. Therefore, position of 3 persons would not change. Hence, option C is the right answer. Question 67. Who goes to the vacation just after G? Just after G is F. So F goes to the vacation just after G. Hence option C. Question 68. How many persons go on vacation between E and B? So between E and B, there are 2 persons go on vacation, G and F. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 69. Number of persons go on vacation before F is equal to the number of persons go after. So number of persons go on vacation before F is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 persons go on vacation before F. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means 5 persons go on vacation after D, right? Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 70. A goes on vacation on which of the following days? Here, A goes on vacation on Monday. Hence, option C is the right answer. Students, if you want to practice such type of questions and many more entrance exam question papers, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Students, question from 71 to 73. So that is 71, 72, 73 questions are based on the below information. Here the direction is study the given information carefully and answer the questions followed by it. Here point B is 18 meter to the south of A. So let us consider a point B, right? B is a point. So which is 18 meters south to the south of A. So let us consider point A, right? So 18 meter to the south. So this is south, this is north, right? So next point. So point C is 25 meter east to the point B. So here point C is 25 meter east to the point B. This is east. Right. Next, point D is 9 meters south to the point C. So point D is 9 meters south to the point C, and point E is 37 meter west. West is here. 37 meter west. Like this. So 37 meter. So where point E, west to the point D, and F is 18 meter north to point E. So 18 meter north, 18 meter. So here is point F. And G is 25 meter east to the point F. So 25 meter east means somewhere here, G. G is 25 meter east, right, to the point F. And M is the midpoint of line joining point A and point B. So this point is M, midpoint of a line joining point A and B. Then, so the question 71 is, distance between the points M and B is equal to distance between which of the following points? So here distance between M and B is, since M is midpoint of line joining A and B, so distance between M and B is 9 meter. So which is half of 18, because M is midpoint of line AB, right? This line. Therefore, distance between M and B is equal to 9 meter. So this distance is equal to which of the following points? So here E and F, distance between E and F is 18 meter, which is not 9. Distance between C and D is 9 meter. Therefore, option B is the right answer. So whereas G and B distance, so we don't know the distance between G and B, and F and B is also not given, and none of this is also not the answer. Therefore, distance between C and D is 9 meter. Question 72. If we move from point G to point J such that point J is in the north to the point of D and to the east of point M, and which point would be the nearest to the point J? So here, if we move from point G to point J, so here point G to point J, such that point J is in the north to the point D. So north to point D is here, north, right? Next, and to the east of point M. So for point M, J is to the east, right? Which point would be the nearest point to J? Here, C is nearest to J, right? Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 73. What is the direction of point G with respect to point B? So with respect to point B here, so direction of point G. Here this is north and this is east. So with respect to point B, right? So G's direction is northeast, right? Therefore, the answer is option C, northeast. Students, questions from 74 to 78. These questions are based on the below information. Here the direction is. Read the following information carefully and answer the questions that follow. 8 persons A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H were born in different years. They are 1963, 67, 73, 79, 84, 89, 92 and 99, but not necessarily in the same order. It is assumed that all of them were born on the same date of different years. All the age calculations were done taking the base year as 2020. Here, H was born immediately before G. There is a gap of 6 years between the years in which C and D were born. D is younger than C, and the sum of ages of E and F is 57. The age difference between A and B is 4 years, and E is younger than H, and A is older than B. Right? So let us represent this information in the form of a table. So in which I'll take first year in which these 8 persons were born, right? And their respective ages. So here years are 1963. Here age calculations are based on, that is year, by taking 2020 as base year, right? Therefore, years mean 1963 to 2020. So age of the person becomes 57 years. So age in years, right? So next year is 1967. 1967 to 2020. So age becomes 53 years. Whereas 1973 to 2020, age becomes 47 years. Whereas 1979 to 2020, age becomes 41 years. Next year is 1984 to 2020, age becomes 36 years, right? Next 89 to 2020, age becomes 31 years. 92 and 99, right? 1992 to 2020, age becomes 28 years, whereas 1999 to 2020, age becomes 21 years. So these are the years in which 8 persons were born and their respective ages. So we have to find which person was born in which year, right? So based on the information given here, H was born immediately before G. So I'll take first point here. There is a gap of 6 years between the years in which C and D were born. So first point as 6 years between C and D, and there is a gap of 6 years, and D is younger than C. D is younger than C. So here, so look at the ages. Students, look at the ages. Here, there are two cases. One case is one person is 53 years old, another is 47 years old. So age gap of 6 years. And another case is here one person is 47, another is 41 years. So here also there is an age gap of 6 years. And also D is younger than C. So here in one case C is 47 years, D is 41 years. So that D is younger than C. And in another case, C is 53 years old and D is 47 years old. So case 1 and case 2. In case 2 also, here D is younger than C and age gap is 6 years. Right? Second point here. The sum of ages of E and F is 57 years. Here, sum of ages of E and F is 57 years. Look at the ages here. Here, 36 and 21. Right. Sum of the ages is 36 plus 21 is 57 years. So, either E is born in the year 84 or F is born in the 84. Right. So, in first case, I'll take F is born in the year 84 and in the second case, E is born in the year 84. Right? Next, the age difference between A and B is 4 years. So look at the ages. So difference of 4 years. So in which case difference is 4 years? Yes, here in 57 and 53, age difference is 4 years. Right? And also it is given that A is older than B. So age difference between A and B is 4 years and A is older. Therefore, A is 57 years old, B is 53 years old. Right? Next. Here, if F is, in case 1, F is born in the year 84, then E is born in 1999. And in case 2, if E is born in the year 84, F is born in the year 1999. Right? Next point. So, which is next point here? So, E is younger than H. So, here E is younger than H, and also it is given that H was born immediately before G. So, here the remaining persons are E, not E, H and G. It is given that H was born before G. Before G, therefore H is 31 years old and G is 28 years old, and the last condition is E is younger than H. This condition holds good. But in the second case, in case if E is born in the year 84 and H is born in 89, the last condition does not hold good. Right? H before G and E is younger than H. E is younger than H, this condition does not hold. If E is born in the year 84, the last condition doesn't hold. Therefore, the case 2 will be eliminated. Right? So, A is born in the year 63, B in 64, C in 73, D in 79, F in 84, H in 89, G in 92, and E in 99. So the question is, question 74, who among the following was born in the year 1889? So in 1889, H was born. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 75, how many persons born between C and G? So between C and G, so 3 persons were born. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 76. If there is an age gap of 26 years between B and J, where J is younger than B, then in which of the following year J was born? So here B was born in the year 1967. So it is given. Right? And J is younger than B. Therefore, and is 26 years age gap between B and J. Right? So 1967 plus 26 years means it is 93. Therefore, J was born in the year 1993. Right? Because J is younger than B. Therefore, J was born in 1993, where B was born in 1967. So, age gap will be 26 years. Right? Therefore, 1993 is the right answer. Option A. Question 77. In which year F was born? Here F was born in 1984. Hence, option B is the right answer. Question 78. Who among the following is the youngest person? Here the youngest person is E, who is 21 years old. Therefore, option B, that is person E, is the right answer. Students, question number 79 to 81 are based on the below information. Here the direction is, refer to the alphanumeric series given below and answer the following questions. So question 79, if all the numbers are removed from the series, then which of the following element is 8th from the left end of the series? So given series is like this. So if all the numbers are removed, so if all the numbers are removed, we'll get a new series. So new series will be, so the first letter is L, then 5 will be removed, 6 will be removed. Next is G, 8 will be removed. Next is C, 9 gets removed, 2 will be removed, 2, 5 also. Next is S. Next M, R, Y, 8 and 3 will be removed. Then T, D, A, 6 will be removed. U, H, Y, again 6 will be removed. J, 2 and 1 will be removed. E, F, O. Here the question is, which of the following element is 8th from the left end? So left end is here. 8th element, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th. So T is the 8th element from the left end of the series. Hence option D is the right answer. Question 80. Choose the pair which follows the same logic G5C, S21, Y53 and 6DH. So these 4 pairs follow the same logic. Here logic behind this is, so look at the pair G5C. G5C. So here the letter G is exactly between 5 and C in the given series. So look at the letter G here. So which is between 5 and C, where 5 is second element to the left of G, right? Here 5 is second element to the left of G and C is second element to the right of G, right? And the second pair is S21. S21. So according to the logic, S is between 2 and 1. So look at S here. Exactly between 2 and 1, where 2 is second element to the left of S. Right? Second element to the left of S, whereas 1 is second element to the right of S. Right? And third pair also follows the same logic. 5, Y53. So where Y, so look at the letter Y here. So it is between 5 and 3, where 5 is second element to the left of Y and 3 is second element to the right of Y. Similarly, the fourth pair, that is 6DH, also follows the same logic. So in the options, which pair follows the same logic? Here option 1, 2, 6E. 2, 6E. So here the number 2 here. So which is exactly between 6 and E. So number 2 is between 6 and E, where 6 is second element to the left of 2. Right? And E is second element to the right of 2. Therefore, the pair 2, 6E follows the same logic. Option A is the right answer. You can check with other options 2JF, 1JE, PYR. Right? So these 3 pairs, they do not follow the same logic. Hence, option A is the right answer. Question 81. Which element is 8th to the right of 13th element from the right end of the series? So here 13th element from the right end of the series we need to find. Right? Then 8th to the right of 13th element. So to the right, not from the right. So 8th element to the right of 13th element from the right, right? So let us write 13th element from the right. From the right end of the series is, so here first element is O, second, the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th element is D. From the right end, 13th element is D. And the question is 8th element to the right of 13th element. That is 8th element to the right of D. So first element to the right of D is A. Second is 6. Third is U. Fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. So eighth element is 2. Therefore, eighth element to the right of D. D is 2. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 82. Here is the direction. In these questions, relationship between different elements is shown in the statements. These statements are followed by two conclusions. Mark answers as options given. Right? Here is the statement where y is greater than or equal to z, where z is greater than w, and w is greater than or equal to x, where x is less than or equal to v. So depending upon the statement, there are two conclusions. So let us check the conclusion 1, where y is greater than v. So based on the statement, so I'll start with y. Y is greater than or equal to z, where z is greater than w and w is greater than or equal to x. So there are two possibilities for the value of y here. So y and x, consider the values of y and x. So where y is greater, much greater than x, because y is greater than z, z in turn is greater than w and w in turn is greater than or equal to x. So y is much greater than x and y can be equal to x. There are two possibilities. If y is greater than x, so y is definitely much greater than x. So y cannot be less than v here, right? Compared to the value of y, value of x is lesser, right? Much lesser. So since y is much greater than x, y is also greater than v, right? Y is also greater than v. But x is less than or equal to v according to the statement. So we cannot conclude y can be less than or equal to v or y can be less than v, because the value of y is much greater than x. Therefore, y is greater than v. Otherwise, or y is equal to x. If y is equal to x, then y is less than or equal to v, because x is less than or equal to v. If y is equal to x, then y is less than or equal to v. Therefore, so one of the conclusion follows, either one or two, right? Here conclusions are y is greater than v and y is less than or equal to v. So both the conclusions cannot be possible at a time, right? Cannot be possible at a time. That means either one or two follows, right? One of the statement, that means one of the conclusions follow. Therefore, either one or two follow. Question 83. In these questions, relationship between different elements is shown in the statement. These statements are followed by two conclusions. Mark answers as options given. Here is the statement where L is greater than M and M is less than or equal to C and C is equal to P and P is strictly less than R. So for your better understanding, I'll consider L as a line which is greater than M. So here L is the greatest line, right? So which is greater than M, I'll consider a small line M, right? Where L is greater than M and M in turn less than or equal to C. So I'll consider one more line C where M is less than or equal to. So I'll consider M is less than C. Or you can consider M is equal to C also. So a small line which is equal to M. Right. So where C is equal to P. So one more line P which is equal to C. And P is less than R. So P is less than R. Right. So here the conclusions are L is greater than R. So here we cannot strictly conclude L is greater than R. Because since P is less than R, we can extend the line R up to here so that L can be equal to R. Right? So since L can be equal to R. Right? Because the relation says, the statement says P is less than R. So we can extend the line R up to some extent. Right? Therefore, L can be equal to R or L is greater than R. Even L can be less than R also. Right? If we extend the line R up to here, then L will be less than R. Therefore, since the relation between L and R is not given properly, so we cannot conclude L is strictly greater than R. Hence, this conclusion is false. Right? So here, because relation between L and R cannot be determined. Right? Second conclusion, M is less than R. Since M is the smallest line here among 5, L is the smallest line. So we can directly conclude, it is strictly conclude that M is less than R. Hence, second conclusion is true. Therefore, only conclusion 2 follows. Hence, option B is the right answer. Question 84. So here is the statement. So according to the statement, M is greater than or equal to P and P is greater than or equal to Q and Q is strictly greater than R and R is equal to S. For your better understanding, I'll draw a line M which is greatest. Right? And another line P. So which is where M is greater than P. So P is equal to M or P is less than M. There are two cases, right? Where M is equal to P and M is greater than P, right? And next case, P is greater than or equal to Q. So there is a small line Q that which is smaller than P and Q can also be equal to P. There are two cases, right? Where P is equal to Q and P is greater than Q. And the next case, Q is strictly greater than R. Therefore, a small line R where Q is strictly greater than R. Right? Next, R is equal to S. One more line S. where R is equal to S. So come to the conclusion. Conclusion 1. M is greater than or equal to Q. Here, since M is the largest or the greatest line and M is greater than or equal to P and P in turn greater than or equal to Q. Therefore, there are two cases. So, if M is equal to P, right, P is equal to Q, then M is equal to Q, right? So, if M is equal to P, P is equal to Q, then line M is equal to line Q, right? Otherwise, or M is strictly greater than Q because in the second case, if M is not equal to P, M is strictly greater than P and P in turn is greater than Q. Therefore, M is greater than Q. So, we can conclude M is greater than or equal to Q. Hence, conclusion 1 is true. Right? Conclusion 1 is true. Second conclusion, P is greater than or equal to S. Second conclusion, P is greater than or equal to S. So look at the line P, right? P can be equal to Q or it is greater than Q. So according to the statement, P is greater than or equal to Q, but Q is strictly greater than R. Though R is equal to S, Q is strictly greater than R. So we can strictly say Q is greater than S. Right? I'll write here, since Q is strictly greater than R, though R is equal to S, so Q is strictly greater than S. Right? Though R is equal to S, Q is strictly greater than S. Therefore, P cannot be equal to S because Q cannot be equal to A. Because Q cannot be equal to S. If Q is equal to S, then by the statement, if imagine Q is equal to S, by the relation, if Q is equal to S, by the statement P is greater than or equal to Q, so we can say there is a chance that P is greater than or equal to S. Right? If Q is S. But Q cannot be equal to S, so we can say P is strictly greater than S. Therefore, P is greater than S, but not equal to S. Therefore, P is greater than or equal to S is a false conclusion. Therefore, only conclusion 1 follows. Therefore, option A. Question 85. How many such pairs of digits are there in the number series 289342917, each of which has as many digits between them in the number as they have between them in the numeric series? So that means the given number series has digits 2, 8, 9, 3, 4, 2, 9, 1, 7. Right? So we have to find pairs of digits such that the numbers between them in the given number series. So this is the given number series. Right? So numbers between the given number series is equal to the original numeric series. So such pairs are, first pair is, so here 8 and 9. So in the given number series and the original number series, right? So the first pair is 8 and 9. So they are consecutive numbers, right? In the given number series, second and third numbers here. So they are consecutive numbers. So there is no number in between 8 and 9, right? Zero numbers between A and 9. In the original numeric series also, 8 and 9 are consecutive numbers. So numbers between 8 and 9 is 0, right? And the second pair is, here look at 9 and 7. So it is given that both forward and backward direction we can take the numbers. So 7 to 9, right? So in the given series, number series, so numbers between 7 and 9 is 1, right? So here 7 and 9, numbers between 9 and 7 is equal to, there is one number which is 1. And in the original numeric series, so after 7, there is one number which is 8. In the original numeric series, there is a number between 7 and 9 which is 8. Therefore, so number of digits so is equal to, in the given series, number of digits is equal to number of digits in the original numeric series, right? So third pair is, so look at 1 and 4 here. So in the backward direction, 1 to 4. In the given number series, there are two numbers between 1 and 4. They are 2 and 9. In the original numeric series also, there are two numbers between 1 and 4. They are 2 and 3. So I'll write 1 and 4. In the given number series, there are two numbers. They are 2 and 9. Right, two numbers. So in the original number series, numeric series, also there are two numbers between 1 and 4. They are 2 and 3. Understood? So look for more such pairs. So here 3 and 4. 3 and 4. So in the given series, the numbers between 3 and 4, there is no number because they are consecutive numbers in the given series. And in the original numeric series also, there are 0 numbers because they are consecutive numbers. They are consecutive numbers. Therefore, there are 4 such pairs. Pairs are nothing but, so numbers between the given number series is equal to numbers between those two numbers in the original original numeric series. Therefore, the answer is option D. There are 4 such pairs. Question 86. If it is possible to make a meaningful word with the second, third, the fifth, and the seventh letters of the word graceful, which of the following will be the second letter from the right end of that newly formed word? If more than one such word can be made, give M as the answer. And if no such word can be made, give Y as the answer. So here the given word is graceful, GRACEFUL. So according to the question, so if it is possible to make a meaningful word with second, third, fifth, and seventh letters. So here second, third, fifth, and seventh letters are, so a second letter is R, third is A, RA, fifth is E, and the seventh is U. So using these 4 letters, R, A, E, U, so if meaningful letters can be formed or not, let us check. So here RAEU. So here the meaningful word is UREA, urea. Right? Urea is the meaningful word that can be formed using RAEU, that is second, third, fifth, and seventh letter from the given word. Right. So it is given that, so if more than one such words can be formed. So can we form more than one such words using RAEU? No, only one word can be formed. Right. So if more than one word can be formed, we have to give answer as M. If no such word can be formed, we can give answer as Y. But here only one word can be formed, that is urea. Therefore, the answer is, what is asked here in the question? So, which of the following will be the second letter from the right end of the newly formed word? Second letter from the right end. So, newly formed word is urea here. Second letter from the right end. Right end is here. Second letter is E. Second letter is E. So we have to give answer as E here. Because in the question it is asked that which of the following will be the second letter from the right end. Therefore, E is the answer. That is option B. Question 87. If all the letters of the word watering are arranged in alphabetical order from left to right, then which of the following letters will be the fourth element from the right end? So if in a word watering, all the letters are arranged in alphabetical order, then the new arrangement will be so here the first letter is A, second is E, right? E, third is G, I, N, R, T, and W. So from the word watering, when the letters are arranged in alphabetical order, the new arrangement will be A, E, G, I, N, R, T, and W. So the question is, so which of the following letter will be the fourth element from the right end? So from the right end, the fourth letter is third and fourth, which is N. So N is the fourth element or fourth letter. Therefore, N, option D is the right answer. Students, question number 88 to 92. These questions are based on the below information. Here the direction is, read the following information carefully and answer the questions that follow. 10 people are sitting in two parallel rows. 5 persons A, B, C, D, E are sitting in row 1 facing towards the south direction, and 5 persons P, Q, R, S, T are sitting in row 2 facing towards the north direction in such a manner that persons sitting in row 1 and row 2 are facing each other. Here, Q is third to the right of P and either of them sits at the end of the row. A sits immediate left of the person who is facing P, and C is third to the right of B, who is sitting at the end of the row. R is immediate left of S. Neither A nor B is the neighbor of E. Then, who is sitting opposite to T? So here, let us consider this information by taking two parallel rows, row 1 and row 2. Row 1 and row 2. Here, according to the information, A, B, C, D, E are sitting in row 1 facing towards the south direction. That means those who are sitting in row 1 are facing south, and those who are sitting in row 2 are facing north. Right. So next, and they are facing each other. That is, one is opposite to another. So next, Q is third to the right of P and either of them sits at the end of the row. So Q is third to the right of P and either of them, either P or Q, either of them sits at the end of the row. Sits at the end of the row. That means, so Q, since Q is third to the right of P, so if Q is sitting here in row 2, that means either Q or P has to sit at the end of the row. So if Q is sitting at the end of the row, then P's position will be here. Consider this as case 1. In another case, so Q is third to the right of P, then P sits at the extreme end. That means I'll show this case here where 5 persons are facing north. Either of them are sitting at the end of the row, means either P or Q. Then Q's position will be here, third to the right of P. Right? That means either P has to sit at the extreme left end or Q has to sit at the extreme right end. Then only the first condition will get satisfied. Right? Second condition here. Second point, A sits immediate left of the person who is facing P. So the person in case 1, the person who is facing P is here. So A sits immediate left of the person means A is sitting here, left of the person. Since row 1 persons are facing south, so left of them means here, this direction. Right? So this is left for them. So second point is A is sitting left of the person facing P. Facing P. So in case 2, there is one more case where P is sitting at the extreme end. So the person facing P is here in row 1. This person is facing P and A is sitting here. Right? In case 2. Third point, C is third to the right of B, who is sitting at the end of the row. So that means B is sitting at the end of the row. B sits at the end of the row. And C is third to the right of B. So according to the point, C is third to the right of B. To the right of B. So in case 1, so B is sitting at the end of the row. So B has to sit here. Then only to the right of B means this side. Right means this side. So C can sit to the right of B. So B cannot sit at this end, right end. Right? Right end to the row 1 people. Right? Because to the right of B means this side. No one is sitting apart from, that means after this place. Therefore, B has to sit in this position only so that C can accommodate to the right of B. Right? Third to the right of B. In case 2, since B is sitting at the end, right? Third of B means first, second, third. So already the third place is occupied by A. So C cannot sit to the third of B in case 2. Therefore, case 2 will be eliminated. That means P, according to first point, P cannot sit at the extreme end. So according to first point, either of them sits at the extreme end. That means only Q can sit at the extreme end. P cannot sit at the extreme end because in the further points, C is third to the right of C. So this condition will not be satisfied if P is sitting at the extreme end. Therefore, case 2 will be eliminated. Right? So no need to consider the case 2. Next point. Here C is third to the right of B. Next point is R is immediate left of S. So here R is immediate left in row 2. So S position has to be here so that R is immediate left of S. Only possible place for S is here. Right? So R is immediate left of S. Fourth point. R is immediate left of S. And neither A nor B is the neighbor of E. Consider in row 1, neither A nor B is the neighbor of E. So E cannot accommodate here, this place. So E's place will be here. Right? So that neither A nor B will be the neighbor of E. So the left person is D here in row 1 and in row 2, T. Right? Therefore, the arrangement will be like this. Right? So here the question is, question number 88, who is sitting opposite to T? So here E is sitting opposite to T. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 89. 4 of the following 5 belongs to a group. Find the one that does not belong to the group. Here B is sitting at the extreme end of row 1. Right? Whereas S is sitting somewhere in the middle. That means fourth place, in the fourth place. Whereas T is sitting at the extreme end, extreme left end of row 2. E is sitting at the extreme right of row 1. With respect to row 1, this position is extreme right. Right? So Q is sitting at the extreme right of row 2. Right? So except S, so all are sitting at the extreme ends. Therefore, S is the odd one. So S does not belong to the group. Right? Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 90. Who is sitting immediate right of Q? So right of Q means this direction. So no one is sitting to the immediate right of Q. Therefore, none. That is option C is the right answer. Question 91. Which of the following statement is not true regarding R? So regarding R, which statement is not true? So here first statement, A is facing R. So here since A is opposite to R, so A is facing R is a correct statement. So next one, immediate right of P. R is immediate right of P. So this is right in row 2. So this statement is correct. Immediate right of P is a correct statement. Here R is second to the right of T. Third statement. Second to the right of T. So to the right of T means here first person is P, second is R. So third statement is also correct. Right? So next, immediate left of yes. R is immediate left. So left of row 2 is this direction. Left. Right? So immediate left of S is R. Hence it is a correct statement. Whereas the last statement, immediate left of Q. R is immediate left of Q. It is not correct. So which is not true. Because immediate left of Q is yes. Right? So immediate left of Q is yes. not R. Therefore, option E statement is not true. Question 92. Which of the following pair facing each other? So A, S. First option, A and S, they are not facing each other. B, R. B and Q are facing each other. So B, R are not facing each other. T, D. So T, D. So here D is facing S. So they are not facing each other. P, C. P and C are facing each other. Hence, option D is the right answer. Whereas Q, E, they are not facing each other because Q is facing B. Therefore, P and C are facing each other. Hence, option D. Students, question number 93 to 95. These questions are based on the below information. Here the direction is, read the following information carefully and answer the questions that follow. Q is the wife of P, R is the mother of P, I is the aunt of P, and A is the father of I. A is married to M and M has only 2 children. L is the sibling of P and X has 2 children. X does not have any siblings. Then how is M related to I? So let us represent these relationships using a family tree. So for this, we are using some notations, that is a circular notation or circular symbol for all females and a square symbol for all males and a horizontal parallel line for married couple, a single horizontal line for siblings, and a vertical line or slightly slanted line for difference of generation. That means father to daughter, father to son, or mother to daughter, mother to son, like that. Right? Come back to the information. Here Q is the wife of P. So Q is the wife of P means Q is a female, right? Wife of P, they are related with a double parallel lines, horizontal lines, right? So P has to be a male. So Q is married to P. Q is the wife of P. Second one. So I'll write here simultaneously. Q is wife of P. Right? Next, second information. R is the mother of P. So here, R is the mother of P. How do you represent? So, P is related to R as R is the mother. Therefore, R is female, mother of P. Then I is the aunt of P. So, I is the aunt of P means R and I are siblings. Since I is aunt, so I is a female. Right? I am using single horizontal line for I and R relationships. Right? Second one, R is mother of P. Mother of P. And I is aunt of P. Aunt of P. Right? And fourth point is A is the father of I. So, I and A are related as A is father. So, with a square, right? So, male. A is a male, father of I, and A is married to M. So, A is married to M means married to M. A and M are related with a horizontal pair of lines, right? A is married to M. Therefore, M is a female. right? Therefore, the relation. Next, M has only two children. So, who are those children? I and R, right? So, A and M are, they are married couple and they have two children, I and R. They are daughters, right? So, next part, L is the sibling of P. So, L is sibling, means siblings with single horizontal line. L is sibling of P and X has two children. That means P and L are siblings. Therefore, R is married to X, who is a male. R is married to X, who is a male. Then X does not have any siblings. Right? So here we don't know the gender of L here. Therefore, P and L are children of R and X. Therefore, the question 93 here, how is M related to I? So M is here, I is here. So M is mother of I, because A and M are married couple and they have two daughters, I and R. Therefore, M is related to I, mean M is mother of I, hence option B. Question 94. If L is married to W, then how is W related to R? So here if L is married to W, right, how W is related to R here? W and R relationship. Since we don't know the gender of L, so we can predict two cases here. If L is a female, so L is a female, right? Then L becomes daughter of R. So W becomes son-in-law of R. So if L is female, W becomes son-in-law of R. If L is male, married to W, so W becomes female. So W will be daughter-in-law of R. Daughter-in-law of R. Since R is female, so P and L are children of R here. If L is female, so L is married to W, that means W will be male, right? So son-in-law of R. If L is male, then W will be female. So W becomes daughter-in-law of R. Therefore, so here according to the options, either son-in-law or daughter-in-law. So W is related to R as son-in-law or daughter-in-law, hence option D. Question 95. How is L related to M? So L is here, M is here. So M's daughters are I and R, right? R is daughter of M and R's children are P and L, right? Therefore, L becomes daughter or son of R or grandson or granddaughter of M, right? So here M is grandmother of L here. Grandmother of L. But we don't know the gender of L here, right? If L is a male, then L becomes grandson of M, right? So if L is female, so L becomes granddaughter of M, right? Therefore, the answer is either grandson or granddaughter. Hence, option D. Students, questions from 96 to 100 are based on the below information. Here the direction is, read the information given below carefully and answer the questions that follow. 8 persons A, C, G, I, J, K, M and W are living in a 4-storied building such as ground floor is numbered as 1, just above floor is numbered as 2 and so on till the topmost floor is numbered as 4. Here there are 4 floors. Ground floor is numbered as 1, above that 2, 3 and 4 floors, right? Each of the floors has 2 flats in it, flat P and flat Q. So there are 2 flats, flat P and flat Q in each floor, right? Flat P of floor 2 is immediately above flat P of floor 1. So flat P of floor 2 is immediately above flat P of floor 1 and immediately below flat P of floor 3, right? And so on. In the same way, flat Q of floor 2 is immediately above flat Q of floor 1. So in the same way, flat Q of floor 2 is here, which is immediately above the flat Q of floor 1 and immediately below the flat Q of floor 3, right? And so on. Flat P is in the west of flat Q. So here west means this direction, right? Flat P is to the west of flat Q. Therefore, yes. Next, the information is. So I will take point by point. Here, G lives on even numbered floor just above M and both is having same flat name. Both G and M are having same flat name and G lives on even numbered floor. Moving further, A lives on an odd numbered floor and is to the west of M's flat and M is living in flat Q. There are 2 floors gap between M and K is not having same flat name as M. There is 1 floor gap between I and C. W lives immediate below I and is having same flat name as that of I. So let us consider these informations point by point. Here I'll consider first point as M is living in flat Q. So M is living in flat Q and also G lives on even numbered floor. Even numbered floor means either G has to live on 2nd floor or 4th floor. Therefore, there are 2 cases, case 1 and case 2. In case 1, here, so considering M's flat, M is living in flat Q and G and M are living just above M. G is living just above M. That means they have same flat name. Therefore, G is living on which flat? Living in flat Q on 2nd or 4th floor, right? Therefore, there are 2 cases where G is living on 2nd floor of flat Q, 2nd floor. And in the second case, again, G is living, yes, in flat Q, that is on 4th floor. So here flat P and the floors 4, 3, 2, 1. Right? So G lives on even numbered floor. Therefore, in first case, G lives on 2nd floor and in the second case, G lives on 4th floor. And just what is the position of M? So according to the information just above M, so G is living, therefore M's floor is 1st floor. So in flat Q and in case 2, M's floor is here on the 3rd floor of flat Q, right? There are 2 possibilities, right? Next, A lives on odd numbered floor. Second, A lives on odd numbered floor and is to the west of M's flat. So west of M's flat means this direction. Therefore, there are two possibilities. Either A has to live on first floor of flat P, or A has to live on third floor of flat P. To the west of M is given, right? So odd numbered floor and west of M is given. So consider third point here, west of M. M is living in flat Q. So this is over. There are two floors gap between M and K. Consider case 1. Between M and K, there are two floors. Two floors between M and K. And K is not having same flat name as M. So different flat names. That means M's flat is flat Q, therefore K's flat must be flat P. And there must be two floor gap. Therefore, since M is living on first floor of flat Q, so K must be on fourth floor and in flat P. Right? I'm repeating once again. Two floor gaps between M and K. This condition is satisfied. And also they have different flat names because it is given. Right? M's flat is flat Q. Therefore, K lives in flat P. Understood? Next, in case 2. So two floor gaps between M and K. So here this condition is not satisfied in case 2 because there is no gap here, two floor gap, right? Because M lives on third floor. So there is only one floor above the third floor. Below that there are only two floors, right? Therefore, there is no place for K here in case 2. Therefore, case 2 will be eliminated. Case 2 will be eliminated because this condition does not hold good, right? Which condition? Two floor gaps between M and K. Therefore, case 2 is eliminated here. Next, there is one floor gap between I and C. So, where is I? What is the floor name and floor of I and C? There is one floor gap. One floor gap between I and C. Moving further, W lives immediate below I. So below I and is having same flat name as that of I. So here, together I'll take 3 points. One floor gap between I and C, and W lives immediate below I and same flat name. Same flat name as I. Therefore, below I means W has to live on third floor of flat Q and I has to live on fourth floor. Then it becomes W will be just below I and same flat name. Right? And one floor gap between I and C. So one floor gap between I and C means here C's floor will be second floor of flat P. Therefore, there will be one floor gap. Right. So who is the remaining person here? The information got over. Who is the remaining person? So there are 8 persons, A, C, G, I, and J is the remaining person here. Therefore, J lives on third floor of flat P. Right? Therefore, the question is, question 96, J lives on which of the following floor? So, J lives on third floor, floor 3. Hence, option C is the right answer. Question 97. Who among the following lives immediate above W? So here W is here. So on the third floor of flat Q. So I lives immediate above W. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 98. Which among the following combination is or are true? Here K flat Q. So here that means K lives in flat Q, which is false, which is not true because K lives in flat P. Right? So second option, J floor 2. So here J lives on floor 3 here. Therefore, which is not true. And G flat P. So here G lives in flat Q. So which is not true. And next I flat Q. Yes, I lives in flat Q. Therefore, option D is the right answer, which is true. So whereas the next is W floor 2. So here W lives on floor 3, which is not true. Therefore, option D is true. That is, I lives in flat Q. Question 99. Who among the following lives in flat Q of third floor? So third floor flat Q. So here W lives in flat Q of third floor. Hence option A is the right answer. Question 100. Who among the following is or are having same flat name as that of C? Here C has flat name that is P, flat P. So among the following, G has flat name Q, so which is not true. W, so is not having flat P. So whereas J and K, they both live in flat P. Therefore, both J and K is the right answer. So here K lives in flat P, J lives in flat P. Therefore, both J and K is the right answer. So in the question they have mentioned having same flat name, though they live on different floors. So the question is having same flat name, therefore they have same flat name. Therefore, both J and K is the right answer. Students, if you want to practice such type of questions and many more entrance exam question papers, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. I wish you all the best for your future exams.